November 1994. The PlayStation came out December 1994. And the Nintendo 64 came out in June 1996.
I didn't know the PlayStation was out in 94. That's so early.
I knew it was around in 96, so I knew it must have been close to that.
Yeah, I was thinking 95, so I was shocked that was 94.
Anyone who was present in Deck's stream on the weekend, Saturday, he was reading OPM 01, and that was November 95, and that means it must have launched in Japan earlier than that.
Yeah.
Good evening. Before we end up kicking off this week's channel trailer advert, we're actually going to end up having a quick discussion about something that might even help you. This is the secret to how to get a parasocial relationship with any Twitch streamer, YouTubers, or whatever they are, or anything else. The secret to all of this is actually very...
It looks like a terrible crime has been committed. The victims ended up having all the chicken removed from their body. What a terrible crime!
We don't have many clues on this one, but we do have one lead. This AA battery. It's time to call the battery medium.
No, don't bring
the
that guy
battery
in. Bloody
medium.
hell,
The
no,
battery
not him.
medium.
One day, whilst foraging for batteries in Neo Kosham, young Arthur Amps ended up getting shocked by lightning. Thanks to this freak accident, Arthur can now speak to batteries, making him the first battery medium.
Speaking to the battery, it doesn't know anything about the crimes, but it is at 23%.
It's no longer just a case of your battery being medium.
Basically it, that's all you have to really do, and, you know, obviously try and keep it on the down low, because, you know, it's pretty explosive stuff. Anyways, let's have a quick look at some highlights before we end up getting into the end of this advert.
I hit B too many times there. Right, we'll see if Nintendo allows this. It allowed it! Fantastic. More Santa Waz.
Well, those were certainly some form of highlights, weren't they? Well, why don't we create some new ones together over on www.twitch.tv/MrMattInternet tonight at around 8:30. Gumt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again at some point, hopefully this evening. Bye!
Along with you on the team is someone who's flipped teams a few times now. It's the legendary Octobot. Are you all good, sir?
Well, no, not really. As many of you will remember, the last time I was on Team Adrian, we were united in our hatred for birds, all things bird related. It was a beautiful marriage between us and Kythius of just hating anything with feathers or wings or whatever. But we always had one exception. Is my childhood friend, someone who's been with me for such a long time. He's a puffin named Pontius. And a couple of weeks ago, I was going to the hospital to take my wife, who's pregnant, just to see the midwife and everything, and I left Pontius Puffin with Adrian. I said, Adrian, take care of Pontius. He's a good lad. He doesn't really know the way of the world. He's very young. He's very naive. And went to see the midwife. Everything's fantastic. Nothing to worry about. Lots of lactating women. And when I got back, Adrian was tucking in. Thank you. Adrian was tucking in to dinner, and I said, Adrian, what is that in your hand? She said, oh, it's a fresh bucket of Kentucky Fried Puffin. She ate Pontius Puffin. And she laughed as she did it. She suckled the meat right off his tiny, tiny bones. So tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be in Team Garlips as we destroy the horrible, horrible bird-eating maniac. And to that extent, I have reneged on the anti-bird brigade, and I have aligned with its greatest weapon, because they, like I, are very, very cross.
That genuinely sounded like a fever dream you had last night. Genuinely sounded like a fever dream.
The beard and the hat are not helping in the situation at all.
Ready to go in 3, 2, 1. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Shooters.
False.
That's actually true. Sucker for Love First Date.
True.
That is indeed true. The Amazing Spider-Man Deadly Foes.
False.
That is indeed false. It's lethal. 1979 Revolution Black Friday.
True.
That is indeed true. JoJo's Pitter Patter Pop. Good evening, and welcome to yet another Wednesday night. And it is indeed yet another Mr. Matt Internet sofa stream, although we're not on the sofa again this week because we're doing some Castlevania. I was about to say Lords, alright, for some odd reason. I don't know. But Castlevania Symphony of the Night Randomiser. I will get used to talking again. It's going to be great when I'm able to do that. But at the moment it's saying that there's an ad break going on, but that doesn't really matter, okay? It doesn't matter. It's okay. So we're doing a randomizer tonight because I've got a race against Garlips for Struggle R this Sunday, and it's going to be a fantastic race. I'm really looking forward to it. Garlips is probably going to win. Let's face facts. He's probably going to win. He's got a bit more practice time than I do, but it's going to be all right. We're going to see how we get on. If I can put up a good fight, that's going to, that's going to be good. But we'll see. But either way, you're with me for a bit this evening because it's my brother's birthday, and I'd love to jump onto Xbox Live and just check up on him, see how he's doing. Hope he's having a good birthday. So happy birthday to Wolfen. Hopefully you're having a jolly good birthday. Enjoy the day. Enjoy it. So for now, we're just going to switch on over to Castlevania. We've got it currently paused, so that's why you can't hear it. But you'll see that we've got our friendly tracker, and that's going to track all of the relics. We can switch it over to be progression relics only. That's going to be fine for us to do. We can switch it over. But there is one thing that I'm going to need to do. I need to create a save file that's got a completed save, so I can skip the cutscenes. Because it's not letting me skip the cutscenes, and we found out from Garlip's stream today that if you delete the save file that's got the completed data on it, it's it forgets it all. So you got to redo the whole game again to skip cutscenes. Because I was like, I'm not able to skip cutscenes. I'm not able to do it. I'm not able to do it. Turns out, yeah, I haven't got a completed save file on here. Right, let's unpause. Right. We're going to have a save file on here, but that was from the last randomizer for Beanfart. So let's call this one Nobby. And let's get cracking. So we're not able to skip any of these, so we've got to go through all of them. FMVs, however, we can actually skip. So what we need to do here I hadn't realised that the new series of Castlevania, the anime, has come out. I didn't realise that. It came out apparently at tail end of last year. So it's a bit concerning that no one was talking about it. Which means I obviously don't run around in Castlevania circles, but the fact that none of the people that I usually end up seeing talking about stuff like this were talking about the new Castlevania. So I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk.
Have at you! Where are you going to come in from? Uh-oh. That's really not good. We're going to have terrible stats. Alright, there we go. So we're going to have bad stats to begin with. And we didn't use up all of our heart containers. It'd be great if we could skip this. If we could skip this. So we're hoping for a good first relic. So the way that this randomizer works is you basically end up having one primary relic check at the start, and then you're making your way to the library for the next check. So I'll be interested to see what our first relic is and what the free relic is in the library. Oh. So once this actually kicks in, you know, once the game actually starts, it's gonna be fun. We're going to be hoping for some good initial weapons. We're hoping that we might get a library card, because we're not doing death skip. We're not doing, but to get the setup right for death skip to be able to do it every time, I just think it's going to take me and Garlips a bit too much, and we're probably going to be resetting. So it's probably easier if we just say no, just no death skip. You can probably do it accidentally, but we're not aiming to do it. It's tough to set up. There's a pathing route to it, and you need a graviton bomb in the vanilla game to be able to do one method of it. So we're just not going to do it. Let's see how we look to begin with. Any cool cloak? Nice. I'm loving the green accent to it. Right, what have we got? Right, we haven't got a library card. Elven cloak. Immune to curses. It's not a bad start. Wrong way. Oh, I wanted that dollar. Well, come on in, Garlips. What is this wonderful music? It be the symphony of Tet Knights. That it is. Right, we're going to see if we get a cheeky library card drop, but I don't think we're going to. You guys drop anything interesting? Only mer people in the game. Well, at the moment we haven't found out what our first weapon, well, what our first relic is. We're hoping for a good one. But so far the seed's been wonderful to me, you know. Right, it's a potion. Right, so now we're going to be I'm praying for a card in the race, so am I. It'd be so cool if we get a card right at the start.
What is your business here?
I've come to put an end to.
Can't skip the cutscenes. Gonna have to make sure I've got a completed save file. How are you doing anyway this evening, Garlips? Are you all good? Are you enjoying your Wednesday?
I will not.
You shall regret those words.
You will regret them. We'll meet again, but I'm just gonna yank your stuff, mate. Dude, WTF? Why are you yanking my stuff? Noodles and the stir fry were too spicy. Oh. I've got a buffalo star that I can use. Right. Grab the save room quick. First time you ever do it, it doesn't actually tell you if you want to save, it just saves. Because you're not overwriting data, you're just saving. Alright, we got a drop. God's garb? Jesus! It increases my defense by 6. What a mighty thing to be called God's garb. The mushroom is quite useful, although that might be shit take. Aha! Sword card. What a great opening one. I wish that there's so many little familiars can get in the bin. They really can. Every time you see one, you get angry. Jesus, you don't need to get angry. The only one that you really need is the devil, and that can open... Well, that does 2 checks, but not really primary checks. That's it. Get your level up, mate. That wasn't what we wanted. We didn't want to do that. Hoping for a weapon at some point. That would be nice, you know. If I can get a weapon, that'd be well weapon, mate. Lunch A. No, I'm not going to bother with doing that. You can't, like, there is a way to get up there without anything. All you got to do is just... Oh. Yeah, I actually ended up putting it in. Life max up. It's a nice bit of safety, but not really what we need. What are you slashing at, mate? You're slashing at nothing. Stop being a clown, sword. Oh, great. Now my damage goes down, but thankfully that's easily cured by transferring into a different zone, which we'll be doing so at some point soon. Alright, up we pop. An orange. Very nice, we can enjoy an orange. Oh. How's Decky's randomizer going? A coin. My goodness, $1. One shiny dollar. Take a quick save. He's just starting now. Beautiful, beautiful. Hopefully it goes well for him. I know he's very happy with doing his little RE randomizer attempts. Hopefully they go well. Well, welcome on in, heads and fails. Well, of course I am. I've got to be ready for it. I've got an orange. Come on, you mug! Battered him. Well, there we go, a little bit of more safety. That hurt, you bumhole. I should be. Why would I be? Garlops is a big softie, isn't he? Bat pentagram. For going to bat country. Don't forget to stay hydrated. I've got a lovely cup of tea this evening. Far too hot. The value of the quote should be a valid number. How me do properly? I don't know. I'm going to need to look up Rainmaker's quote. No. .gg, wasn't it? Although they have changed. Chatbot quotes. Person required message. Get all quote. That's I'll come back to that, I think. It's rainmaker.gg. I need to look up how to do the quotes. I had to look up how to do the quotes on Garlip's channel. I'll have to do that at some point to figure out how to do it on mine, because I know that there is the quote system is in there. I was hoping one of them would have a drop. Sorry, just moving my mouse so it's not on my screen. Or maybe it's exclamation ad quote. Possibly. Wow. The drop so far from enemies has been a bit pointless. There we go. Enemy drops so far have been pathetic. Like some of the worst enemy drops I've seen so far. Where is a weapon? There's a sub weapon. There's some sushi. I've got a sub weapon now at least. There's stuff all else. Right. Very sinister music for the marble gallery. Right, we'll do the check down here. Leap stone. We can do little leaps. Not the best one to get, really. Just kind of hoping for something a little bit better than that. Sir's loin. Actually, see what you've got. All right. Worth taking it on just for the XP as well, really. But still no weapon. Fire boomerang. That's a use, isn't it? Yeah. I'll put the bat pentagram on B. Alright, so we've opened up this route. Oh, missed it. Alright, we'll give it a quick save. Alright, then we'll go back round. Right. I think library's our next check, really, isn't it? Yeah, library's going to be our next check. Oh, yeah, if you select all instead of just progression relics, it will give you all of the relics that you can end up having. Yeah, it's handy to end up having everything there. So you can just see what you've got and what you haven't got. Having the progression relics just displayed is also very handy, because it's just like, oh, okay, I don't need to worry about any of these other relics, they're just junk. What are you doing, Sword? You're just sort of swinging around uselessly. Come on, mate. Do something. How's Decky getting on his rando at the moment? Has he ended up experiencing some mad nonsense already? Tick this one off. It's pointless to go up there at the moment, because this has only got one little room, and that needs the... Actually, no. Let's. This is the route that I need to go. Worst enemies in the game. Yeah, double check and make sure that the settings are there to not be awful. Hate flea men. Especially when we haven't got anything bloody useful to use. Oh yeah, it's this way that I want to go. I was thinking of this other route, wasn't I? I was thinking of this room, wasn't I? Yep, that's the room I was thinking of. You steal men's holes! It was not by my anus that the human race have come back. Oof. Just batter her in the face whilst, you know, the sword actually does the work, you know? This one, I believe, is on complexity 8. Just because I thought I'd go with an 8 today rather than a 7. I think last time I ran a 7. Oh, wish I had the doggy power up. Alright, outer wall. Pineapple. Aga-do-do-do. Alucard, why are you sliding around the castle? It's my fastest way of movement. Swords on level 3. At least we've got some money coming up then. Oh, I've got a neutron bomb. Ridiculous amount of damage. That'd be quite handy on certain things. Here we go. We got to take on ourselves. It's the ultimate battle. There we go. Alright, so let's slide on back. No, not back into the room we were just in. It's funny how some rooms end up flipping Alucard around, and then others ones are just like, no, you're fine. You can stay in the same direction you're traveling in. Yeah, you came into the room back to front, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, let's see what relic we get here. Ooh. Your little body hurt. No. Don't think that's one we really need. Let's get the elevator up to the top. Gas cloud. Yep. Well, we'll do just that, Sausage John. Don't you worry, my friend. We will do lots of sausagey things. Yeah, it really is giving me some deja vu, except I think you had a weapon by this point. You had something. Right, let's get the warp rooms unlocked. This isn't the warp room. I counted one too many. Oh, he's gone and done it. I'm struggling with that one for so long the other day. Oh, on Sunday we are going to be doing that, so me and Garlips are not testing, well, not setting up the seed. Someone else is going to be doing that. That hurts. That really hurts. Oh. Yep. Yeah, someone is going to be generating the seed for us on the actual race day. At least I can pick up the items down here. That might be useful. I was hoping you'd drop a weapon. Oh, Resident Evil race. Yeah. Someone's going to be... Yeah, it makes sense. We always want to end up having an independent adjudicator, making sure that the seeds have been sorted out. There's the holy glasses, but is it the actual holy glasses or is it a fake pair? Cool looking sunglasses. Has that activated on my tracker or not? Let's have a little goosey. Nope, those are not the ones. Yeah, it's like... It's going to have to come down to their skills, ideally. Nice. That is very handy, considering we're doing an unintentional punches only run. I didn't realise I was playing an unintentional punches only run. But it looks like that's what we're doing. Right, let's pick up this random item. It is ridiculous how long we've been waiting for swords. I mean, I've got a sword, but it's not really one I can use. It's just one that floats around and does its own thing. Who knows why it's slashed there? It's slashed there for a reason. No one knows why. Right, there we go. Data has been saved. That hurt. Right, let's get back to the other side. Northwest of the castle. Well, I mean, it's not really northwest, it's top right, but... No. Northeast, yeah. Northeast. I think I'm having a mare, mate. Save the mare for Sunday. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Oh, what a tune for the long library. Cheeky bumhole. Right, let's see what the librarian's got for us today. I think we should have at least a decent amount of money going into the library. Quickly grab the relic from over here. Or the item from over here. Your performance last week was not abysmal. The demon card. Not really all that useful. It's useful for one check. Well, sorry, 2 checks, because there's... Basically, it's the same check on the reverse castle. The demon opens a switch for you. Right, before we go up there, I am going to go just speak to the friendly librarian shopkeep.
It's been a long time, old one.
Thank you.
Alucard, what do you need?
I need your help.
Young master, I cannot aid one who opposes the master.
Have you got a tab of acid?
Yes, I've got that. Oh,
Just tell me what you need.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
Useless.
Thank you.
Right, what weapons have we got in here? Bastard sword, that's not bad. Might as well pick that up, but I'm going to double check and see what else we got in here. Not raising defense. Some cloaks, let's see what that's going to be doing. Higher concentration on the royal cloak, and it's a decent price. Welcome on in, Jason Vader. What, the bastard sword? It is a bastard. Don't let it trick you. Don't let it think to yourself, ah, you know, it's all right, that one. No, it's a bastard sword. Absolute bastard. Bastard. Big HP restored by cat damage. The sunglasses make you less intelligent. Genius. Right.
I'm interested in this.
How you doing anyway this evening, Jason Vader? Hopefully you're having a most excellent evening. Or, sorry, daytime. Right. Bastard. Alright, so our intelligence gone up. You wouldn't be able to tell that from myself, though. Oh. There's been a lot of Elden Ring playing. Oh, wonderful. I'm guessing it's in preparation for that downloadable content that is coming out soon. See, the pixie's useful. Aha. I'm looking forward to jumping back into Elden Ring myself. It's going to be a... Whoa! Welcome on in, Adrian's Revenge. And also, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for entrusting your community with us this evening. We're very appreciative of it. It's wonderful. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. Welcome on in, Gaz Halley. Thank you. I'm going to switch on over. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh no. Did it actually generate the image? Guess you didn't Sausage-tron, eh? No worries, keep the bean-eating legend alive. Seize the tin. Embrace the beans. What the hell are you going on about, Sausage-tron? What are you saying? Thank you so much for entrusting your community with me this evening, Adrian's Revenge. Hopefully the rest of the stream was most excellent. enjoying the wonderful world. Oh, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription, Agents of Edge. 16 months, what the hell are you doing? False Zero, welcome on in as well. The Mr. Matt Internet, did you know you streamed? Oh, I thought Mr. Matt Internet was an ironic nickname, like the huge guy named Tiny. Zeus Tiny Lister, who of course was also a wrestler.
He did the wrestling. He did it in WWF and WCW, but he was Zed Gangster in WCW, and he was Zeus Tiny Lister in WWF.
So there we go. Well, okay, he worked. No idea what you were doing on that game. Well, unfortunately, there is a man who has suffered a lot of Balan's Wonderworld, and that is Garlips, and he can help you with any questions you've got for the Balan Wonderland. I did it again. I corrected myself. I fixed it.
I honestly did.
I fixed it. Well, I remembered it's Wonderworld, not Wonderland, and the Mandela effect still happened. It's Garlips' fault you're playing it. It is. No, he was in WWF. He was Zeus, but in WCW he was Z Gangster, and it was during a terrible run of the Dungeon of Doom. Yeah, it's so difficult to get out of saying Wonderland. Every time you're like Wonderland. And it's like, no, it's Wonderworld. Balan's Wonderworld. It's not just a land, it's a whole world. Isn't that great? But yeah, Zeus was involved with the Dungeon of Doom and their 3 stages of Hell match, which looks so cool. And it's a cool concept on paper. Could WCW execute it well? No. So what I might recommend is, if you've not heard of them and you like your wrestling, go and watch OSW Review, Old School Wrestling Review. I love the lads. They're absolutely fantastic. I've got shirts. I've got a Christmas Gansy of them. One of my favourite YouTube series to watch, and they cover all the Wrestle Bollocks from the past, and also a bit of the Wrestle Bollocks from today now. Oh, fantastic! False Zero has already heard of OSW. Excellent. I love the lads. Oddly enough, so when my daughter was first born, I'd be up late at night, and I'd be trying to rock her to sleep, and I'd be watching OSW Review, and I was just like, you know what? I'd love to get a baby onesie. I was like, hey Jay, is it alright if I go and get like a baby grow printed with the OS F&W logo, because I've got that on my t-shirt. Can I get that for my baby? And Jay, like, absolutely sweetheart of a bloke, ended up sending me a baby crow. He just sent me one, and I was like, you legend. And now I've got a picture of me and my daughter, and I'm holding her, and I've got my OSW Review shirt on, and I've got the small human in my arm, and she's wearing the exact same thing. It's a fancy. Oh, it's a Father's Day present my daughter got me donkeys ago now. Yeah, but yes. So yeah, the OSW Review lads are really lovely, really lovely. Anyways, we're getting ready for a race with the legendary Evil Garlips. Got a dash fam movie nights, but good luck, Mr. Matt. I'll catch up on the VOD tomorrow to see how the siege shakes out. Do enjoy, and enjoy watching that movie. I've seen a movie once. It had things in it. In fact, there's a movie that I'm going to have to watch at some point soon. Don't fall. There we go, that fell. Because I picked this up a little while ago and I haven't sat down and watched it yet. But it's the Ashens collection. So I've actually got the Ashens collection. And on the top of it, of course, it ends up having 0 to 3 sad onions. Signed by Ashens as well, which is nice. Need to sit down and watch these. It'd be lovely to do so. Oh. There we go. There we go, sorted that now. But yeah, I'm going to have to sit down and watch the Ashens collection at some point, and also in weird things that I've got this signed copy of Stuart Lee's Comedy Vehicle Series 4 with a weird sleeve on it. It is actually Comedy Vehicle. Yeah. When I went to go and see him at the Coliseum. Yeah. Digital content provider. 1st of November 2016. Jesus. Ugh. There we go. Anyways, I've got a race with Garlips on Sunday in Castlevania Symphony of the Night Randomiser. And what that means is that you don't know where all the things are, and you've got to go on a wild scavenger hunt across the castle to go and find them. Which is going to be fun. So me and Garlips are going to be racing against each other, and I'm practicing at the moment to see how I can do at this. Oh, okay, that really hurts. I've got to watch out. Alright, the enemies in here are going to be a bit too strong, I think. Is there a check through here? Not really. Cheeky level up. Where? Right, so far we've gotten the familiar cards, which is not really what we were after. We were after something a little bit more, you know? Yeah, and I know my health is low. I've just got to avoid getting hit, basically. You know, easier said than done. But yeah, I'm going to be hoping to, on Sunday, get some good relics early on. Mostly movement tech relics I want to see first. Because the more movement tech relics you have, the more you can end up navigating the castle quickly. Don't really need to go down on the lower route. I think we're done with the library for now. Although it is showing a check at the end of it. Damascus sword. We got another sword drop. Get away from that guy. Right, let's see if the Damascus sword is any better than what we've got at the moment. Not really. It's far worse. The most annoying thing is about Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is I'm delighted they fixed in later games, is you can't sort your inventory. I mean, you kind of can if you sort of start playing silly buggers with the menu. But it's just awkward. If you like this style of gameplay, if you've sat here and gone, oh, actually I quite like this Castlevania game, I would heavily recommend that you check out Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. It's kind of like Castlevania, it's kind of like Symphony of the Night, but just with a load of things like improved. Right, we've got a leather shield, so we've got a shield at last. Alright, we could head down. Like dashing backwards? Something like maybe for you. It really is. If you like dashing backwards repeatedly over and over and over again for hours at a time, yeah, Synth of Night might just be exactly what you're looking for. No! Oh. Right, how far does that put us back? Game Rover. Game Rover. Alright. I have 3 followers. Ah, fantastic. People are saying silly things about Doctor Who again on the internet.
I can't believe the Doctor. He threw a tantrum. Doctor never does that.
It's like, mate, watch Doctor Who. The Doctor's well known for flipping his shit all over everything. God damn it, this has really thrown us back, hasn't it? Well, at least I know the library check's pointless. It's nice to pick up items, but they're kind of pointless. You can complain. Yeah, I know, I can't believe it. You can complain about fictional entertainment on the internet and completely miss the point of it. It's incredible. What a world. I know, I can't believe it. Back in my day, we all used to sit down and we'd all just enjoy the entertainment and not think about it, okay? Don't think about the entertainment, alright? Just don't think about it. There are no deeper meanings, okay? Additional thought about media, that's only come in the last couple of years, isn't it? No one was watching Falling Down going, "Ah, isn't this a great critique of the American capitalist system?" No, they were going, "Michael Douglas is such a badass, yeah! You ruin everyone's day, that's it." Oh, it didn't have an equipable. No, I've already equipped that thing. Well, I can just equip them just for the giggles. So far this seed has been a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Terrible. That was the word. This seed has so far been terrible. Well, it's not now. I don't know why it was telling you you've got an ad break. You do not have ads. You've got that lovely, lovely, lovely subscription, so you don't have to suffer adverts. I think the reason why it was telling you about it is because you're a moderator, so it tells you when those things. You could have snoozed it. You have the power to snooze the adverts. For the benefit of all mankind, you can do it. Well, I say all mankind. You might be thinking to yourself, what? Why aren't you breaking all of the lanterns as you're going along? Because it's completely pointless. We need the cube of Zoe before we can actually do that. Alright, let's take a save so we don't have that nonsense happen again. I snoozed it myself. It was good of me, wasn't it? I'm going to need to do some more practices of this, so I'm probably going to be either streaming a bit more this week before the race on Sunday. Although I am still editing an episode of Low Res. That's almost done, actually, the new episode. I've gotten up to demo disc now. I've done the ad break. I've done the maps, which took ages. Round 2 this time actually took a lot longer to edit. It does sound amazing, and it's a completely free, and I can't believe I'm saying it's completely free. It's a free show on YouTube, okay? And it's like a mixture of all these different things, like Buzzcocks and Would I Lie to You and like Games Master. It's all mixed together. It's all about video games. It's got great people, content creators, streamers, awesome people like that, and they all end up contributing something amazing to the show. We're even getting meta in the show, like people are figuring out how to end up gaming the system and stuff. It is pretty damn good. I really enjoy it. It's a show that I enjoy. It is absolutely free, and I can't believe it's free. There are people out there who are going, I'd love some content. Has anyone got any content? And it's like, yeah, we've got content for free. Because we're so underground. YouTube doesn't bother putting adverts on us. Only $3 and nothing at all cents. That is true. It's fuck all quid and naff all pennies. Absolutely naffle. Nothing. Not a sausage, mate. Yeah, it's a really good show, actually. Quite enjoyable. I am looking forward to where it's, you know, low res gets maybe a few more subscribers, a few more viewers. Like, there's a bit more excitement about it, you know. I'm looking forward to that time. It's going to be good. I'm staying hopeful that it is one day that that's going to happen, because I do actually genuinely believe it's actually, like, it's really well made. Way, well done. You finished work. You can enjoy the rest of your day now, can't you? When I finished work, I had a lovely walk. And then I started walking up the stairs and I went, ow, my legs. Oh yeah, of course, we've already done this bit, haven't we? I was just coming along here for a laugh. Might as well go and quickly pick up the stuff from the library. Because if I have a better health pool this time... If I have a better health pool, I might be able to get through the additional area at the top. I mean, it's risky as all hell. Now, you probably played this game and you thought to yourself, okay, I remember that little prologue bit at the start of the game where Richter, you know, has to defeat Dracula. That was pretty cool. I wonder if that has any ramifications on the game, because I remember picking up items at the top. It does actually have ramifications for the game itself, because what it does is it actually ends up changing your stats values depending on how well you do. Alright, that was well worth it, mate. Well worth it. Alright, I can't pick up the other items there. Fantastic sword. Go on, that's it. That's a bit better. Gash. You absolute bumhole. Oh, you bumhole. 15 damage, that was way too much. Nice amount of health, but not really at this stage. I'd rather have a little bit more health, you know, rather than 69. It's just a nice number, you know. Everyone talks about the nice number on the internet. The 6 and the 9s. Right. So we'll pick up the relic from the top top right, and then we'll visit the library. Well, visit the bookshop, well, the merchant. Oh my god, what the hell is going on with me? Right. go, dodge that. Oh, and if you beat the prologue without actually having any hearts remaining, it actually gifts you at the start of the game a full heart recover. It's a nice little Easter egg. But in randomizers, it just gives you an additional item, so it's really useful to try and make sure you drain all your hearts. I mean, it's no biggie if you don't, but it's still nice.
Oh, it's you! We've had this conversation already today.
Oh, well, allow me to skip it because of that.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
Bastard.
Pick up one of them. It's saying it's got no defense, but it's impervious to evil attacks. Let's go for it. Grab a royal cloak. Right.
Farewell for now.
Let's do our equips. Let's equip the leather shield, even though it's useless. Alright, cool, we got nothing else. Cool. Right. So now we can start doing the shield backdash shield cancels, where if you can get the rhythm right, you can actually move faster. Oh, the ad break has ended. The one that you had to suffer through, yeah, ads? Not going that way. In fairness, should probably just use a healing item. It makes sense. The thing is if you get a duplicator, you are absolutely laughing in this game. But getting a duplicator is a completely different story. This sword also gets stronger against bloody enemies. I'm sure you've noticed already that some enemies actually bleed when they die on this. And some of them end up being a lot more squishy with blood. You demand your 0 seconds back. It's not coming back. Sorry, darling, it's not coming back. There we go. Now it drops the Damascus sword after we've bought another sword. Game's taking the mick. So, what checks can we really do at the moment? Don't really want to tangle with that section though, because that's going to be too high a level. Can't go up the clock tower, or can't go into the clock room in the middle of the castle. We haven't got the open yet. What checks are open to us? I can try and progress more in that clock tower, well, in the gears room. That would be useful. Or I could try and progress. Oh wait, no, you need the ring of... You need the opens to get through that area over on the left-hand side of the castle. It's funny, after a little while you actually do start to remember. You start to visualise which parts of the castle are which. Monster Vial 1. We'll do the bottom of this tower. It's just the items. The rooms are always fixed exactly where they are, but all the items are changed up. So you don't know what you're going to be picking up, and also the stats of them are randomised as well. There's our friend the ferryman. And some fish. So the God's Garb should be amazing, but it's useless. The Royal Cloak should be alright. The Ring of Varda is basically okay, but the Bastard Shield shouldn't be that strong. It shouldn't be 65, I believe. I think it's supposed to be a lot lower than that. But yeah, there's lots of little changes to the weaponry and things like that in this. And some of the sprites for some of the items are a little bit different as well. A little bit weirder. But there's a few items that you definitely need in the game. A heart refresh, not what we really want. So item sprites can be randomized. The actual location of everything is not randomized. Don't want to head to the top, very tippity top of the tower. I think we might do. We'll try and do the gear route and see if we can get through the gear route. We also need at some point our sub-weapon to be the stopwatch. Because if we get the stopwatch, we can open another path in the clock room. But we need a way to get up to the top of there. So we either need the bat power up, the gas, or the gravity boots, so that we can keep doing double up dashes. So at the moment we can't do the big jumps up, or jump ups. So if you can get the rhythm right, you can actually go a lot faster with the cancelling, because you cancel the end of the animation with the shield animation, or the shield pulling out animation, and you can cancel that with the dash. And if you chain them together, you're basically just sliding backwards very rapidly. Where? He's basically king. No, king is basically the sword. Oh, the king from Owl House. That was a really enjoyable show, Owl House. Really liked that. Another safety save. I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh god, he's going for another safety save. Yes, I am. Alright, so we're going to try and get through the gear room. Of course, we have to get to the gear room first, which means we've got to do some very sneaky jumps over broken bits of the bridge. Ooh-woo! The ooh-woo skeletons. Ooh-woo! Another level up. Woo! Oh, what does everyone think that is? I always think it's a giant flea head. Oh my god, fucking hell! Oh, fuck. Bloody hell. It does. Some sort of parasitic creature. I always think it's like a like the head of a flea or something. When I was younger, when I first played this, I always thought it was a giant flea. And I was wondering, like, oh, is it because a flea is a, you know, a blood-sucking creature? Still have no idea. Not a bloody Scooby about that one. Right, back into Nobby. The other save file, by the way, was from the last time I tried to do a randomizer of this. Well, last week's randomizer. Alright. Hehe, Nobby. I need to, at some point, look at the schedules and get the June recording set up. Because I'd like to get more episodes of low res taped. I'd also like to really end up getting the ones that we've got taped already sorted out. Come on, Uwu skeletons. The Instagram. Let's check the Instagram. The sword named Graham is not as good as what we've got at the moment. Oh, thank you muchly, Heads and Fails. Hopefully you have a jolly good rest of whatever time of day it is, wherever you are, and take it easy. And thank to yourself as well. Oh, there we go. Thanks. Not a problem. Good luck with the race. I'm gonna bloody need it. Oh, I had an idea for the Instagram. Yes, because we still need to record those bloody interviews, and I still need to bloody arrange them and get them sorted out. But what was your idea for the Instagram? You can say it here, or you can pop me a message on the Discords or something, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know do communication. I don't know how to do it. Oh, you'll ping me. Beautiful. I look forward to the ping. Alright. Jesus Christ. These things are vicious. Not letting them get a chance this time. It's a fight to get up here. Absolutely a fight. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, let's open this path up. Oh. Let's get out of here. That was a bit of a stress. Oh, cheers, sword. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ho, 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 ho. That is welcome sight. I didn't hold up there. I didn't hold up. I didn't want to use any of my precious hearts because I haven't got the cube of Zoe, so I can't actually bloody get a recovery on those. I have to hope for drops to end up being correct. Anti-venom. This could be bad news. Oh, it's okay. I had a sneaking suspicion if I got hit with a single one of those feathers, it probably wouldn't have ended up going as well. Yeah, we'll head up. Cheeky save room. Right, so now I know that you can consistently get across the collapsing bridges if you've got the leap stone. That's junk check. Oh, yeah. Won't be able to get up there. And that's the end of this path. I'm going to have to jump down. Oh my god. Piss off! I hate flea men. In all of their forms. Form of mist. Beautiful. So I can't extend the mist, but at least I can go through any mist checks now. Which is the bottom of the tower we're just at. And there's another one on the left-hand side of the tower. A high potion. Because we went into the castle keep in a different way, it's gone, oh yeah, we should probably bring up the area title now. Alright, we've got another warp area, which means we can walk back to the right hand side and do the check at the bottom. Express elevators at the bottom. It's a good thing he's Dracula's kid, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to survive those falls, you know. At least we got some cloaks. Another royal cloak. At least the crystal cloak is better. Oh, that does actually look like a nice cloak. Look at that. They put so many nice little effects into this game. I'm always so impressed by them. I am very simple. Oh. I'm trying to remember the spells, you see. Oh, do enjoy your nice little getting into cozy beds. Catch you in a minute. Or several. Alright, so trying to remember exactly what I know. That there's the massive check that you need to end up having the armor breaker armor. A lot more gubbins. You need the power of mist, you need the jewel of open as well. Just so much extra stuff to get. Ideally, we want the Jewel of Open, because that's going to open up two... Well, it's going to open a major path up for us. Because of that death, I'm now saving far more than I really should be. So this seed started alright. Well, I say alright. It started in a direction, and now it's just steadily gotten worse. There's not much else to really check here, is there, without additional movement tech? Whoopsies. Note to self. Transforming to mist removes all of your vertical movement. Or horizontal movement, sorry. I'm getting my verticals and horizontals messed up. What's going on with me? I cannot believe it. Alright. It's funny how the big ones go ooh, whilst the little ones go ooh ooh whenever you kill them. Gonna need to figure out a way to stop the screen tear. It's probably a VSync option I can enable. Oh, it's the other one, isn't it? Oof. We'll have some shiitake. Alright, there we go. What a weird looking pineapple that is. Ugh. Grim. I like how in Bloodstained, actually eating food increases your stats the first time you use them. So it actually gives you incentive to try and get as many foods as possible, shovel them down, so it increases your stats in the long run. Man, I love Bloodstained. Really hope they get to make more of those. Let's see what you were hiding. Dark Blade. Resist fire. Stores HP by fire damage, so the more fire damage I do. And it's also a higher intelligence, so I might as well just equip it. God damn it, I hate flea guys. Right, so there's not much point going up that way then. Let us go out this evening for pleasure. The night is still young. But is it though? Is the night still young? I don't know about that. It is one of those nights. It is one of those nights. Symphony of the Night. Alright. Thank you very much for the blobby time. Our Lord and Saviour. I think it's probably best that we just teleport back to where we were previously. Before we got excited that we got a missed check. No! Peanuts. I paid us in fucking peanuts. I was about to say, I swear I had the spawn of mist. Oh, for some odd reason it wouldn't let me transform inside of the bell. I was hoping to try and ring it from the inside to get the drop. Strange. Now, Adrian, if you haven't played this before, there is a PS3 version, and it's also available on the Konami Classics collection as well. Right. Yeah, I reckon we can take the cockatrice. If I can hit it. Tempting, tempting. It's a great game. Even the vanilla version of this is great. In fact, the vanilla version is probably better because it makes more sense, but...
Impressive. You're very strong.
You came in the wrong way.
What do you want? You didn't come here to tell me that.
You're right. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Of the Belmont clan? Of course, but...
He disappeared about
It's funny because Alucard's going, oh, that Trevor Belmont. I remember him. We ended up going on an adventure. But that was a long time ago.
Thank you.
Could be uncomfortable, very uncomfortable.
Be a gentleman.
Why? Stop changing your direction when I'm moving between rooms, Alucard. It's funny how some of these skeletons walk. If you haven't seen the anime series as well of Castlevania, would really recommend it. It's actually a lot of fun. It's incredibly gory. Oh no, an ad break. I am sorry, gang. Unless you've got ad-free viewing, in which case, congratulations, you are watching this without adverts. A heart max up. A gold ring, that might... Oh, yeah, it swings itself around and it goes, slash! Is the sword familiar? We have 3 familiars at the moment. It's not unfortunate that you're still here. It's wonderful that you're here. Amazing stuff. That's interesting. It's showing the Japanese information for the fairy. The pixie. Oh, I wonder why that is. Very odd. It might be a randomizer quirk. Or it might be the case that it's been so long since I've played the original PSX version of this that that's just how it is. There's no point going down that really long corridor. If you notice where we are at the moment on the left-hand side, that's that really long corridor. You need 3 relics to get through that, legitimately. Nate the Great, welcome on in. Fantastic to have you in. Your name reminds me of the spicy sausage supreme, bold and flavorful, just like you. Well, thank you so much. Welcome on in. Hopefully you're having a jolly good time of day, whatever that may be. We're playing some Castlevania Randomiser in preparation for a race with Garlips. Garlips, a guy who has a small face, tiny eyes, and he thinks he's going to win at everything. He thinks. Alright, we'll quickly do this. Oh, we got the blessing. What about illegitimately, like my children? Well, I don't know about that. All your children are legitimate in the eyes of Robot Christ. Robo Christ. AKA Robocop. Need to remember to change my hand position to do the funky proper backslashing. Ooh, 2 hearts. Or to quote Jim the Anvil Neidhart when he was talking about his brother-in-law, Bret Hart. 2 hearts beating as 1. And it's like, Jim, that doesn't mean what you think it means, mate. If Robocop approves, you approve. Excellent. Robocop approves of everything, okay? Robocop is here for me and he's here for you. Lurk mode, grind, guys. Thank you for the lurk. Donk, donk. He doesn't approve. He doesn't. Yeah, you're right on that. You've got me on that one. He does take a very, very staunch position on crime. Alright. Stuff that up. Alright. Nope. That looks better. Nope. Gotta wait for my MP to restore now. Uh-oh. Well, now all the enemies have respawned. He probably was, at the time, on crack. And trying to get Brett to crack a smile, all you got to do is just end up going like, eh? And he'll go, haha, I see. You're referencing my Canadianness. Right, we're not going to be able to get back through this way, are we? Because we haven't got the Jewel of Open, it's just going to go, haha, you can do nothing here. Yeah, magically sealed. What a very odd seed. All Canadians' weaknesses. Aha! Thank you for finally revealing it. Now I can plot. Yeah, I think we're kind of stuffed on this seed. Flame Star. Ah. Nope. Whatever that was. It's obviously not important enough. Resist holy. Shield potion. A turquoise. Well, this route has been a bit of a bust. Been nothing. Nothing. Disappointing route. More of that money. There's not a lot I can do now here. I'm hoping that Sunday Seed is going to be a lot better to me. These bumhole crows. Yeah, it would be. I mean, I'm not technically soft locked. It's just that the routes that I can go at the moment are very limited. It's one of those things where if I get the right relic, then I will be able to end up doing a lot more checks, because at the moment there's not... I can't do the one underneath the librarian. Not really anything I can do down the bottom. It's a really rough one at the moment. Would have kind of liked to have had Jewel of Open by now, because that would have opened up a bit more. I think there's a mist gate that I can potentially take, possibly. I'm also at the moment trying to do a playthrough on the Xbox Live Arcade version of this. So I was like, oh, I actually haven't got the 206 map completion. Like, that's definitely something we can get. We'll take the save, I think. Ooh. Once that's doing its thing, I'm going to fire a follow back to Nate. The great 7979. Well, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's doing its thing. Right. Yeah, I think we'll head up. Well, no, we did explore most of this way, didn't we? It was just the flea men. The flying phoenixes. Oh yeah, and then we couldn't progress much further up there, could we? Ugh. Might as well warp away. Because so far, all we've gotten is familiars, and that is really not what we need. We need, like, movement tech. Uncurse. What a great pickup. Tremendous. I'm sure I said this last week, but because of this game, I thought all Castlevanias were like this. And not that this was the first exception to the rule. It's like, after this, Castlevania got very different. Oh. Oh, I have to double check with Garlips whether or not that technically counts as a glitch or anything. It doesn't seem like it. But I can imagine that some people would go, oh, that's totally a glitch. You're exploiting it. Hmm. I suppose I could try and get up on the clock tower bit. Let's try and do that. Well, I'll say clock tower. There's a clock tower in this game, and then there's a room that looks a bit like a tower that has a clock in it. They're very different. A clock tower. I know, I can't believe it. A location in this game called the clock tower, where it actually has a clock tower in it. You bumhole. You bumhole. Oh, you absolute swine. This definitely has put... This seed has put a bit of worry into me about Sunday. Because now I'm thinking to myself, if the seed on Sunday is like this, I'm going to need to end up memorizing more potential routes. I need to remember where to go. Lots of if this then that statements, really. If this unlocks, then go this. If this got, go do this. This to do to this. This to do this. Alright, give it a quick save. It's going to take some planning. Ugh. Unfortunately, I've not got as much time to plan out my routes, so I'm just going to have to try and remember what I can. Muddle my way through. It is indeed Hector Place. Welcome on in. We're not doing a full randomizer race today. We're only getting ready because we've got a randomizer on Sunday. So I've got to practice up. Well, welcome on in and thank you for the follow, Hector Place. It is a randomizer. It's not the vanilla version of SotN. What Sausagetron said? It reminds me of Sausage McMuffin. Welcome to the Sausage Party. Thank you, Sausagetron, as always, for your insightful thoughts. How did I miss that? The trick is, right, and I've realised this, I've got to not get hit. If I don't get hit, it'll be a lot better for me. Do I have a trick to pass the shield rod room? If you've got mist, then just mist your way through it. If you've got bat your way over the top of them. Most of the enemies, you just need to end up figuring out either, do I need to dodge them? Is there a way to dodge them? Can I evade all of this nonsense? There we go. This probably isn't the wisest on my current health, but you know what? We'll throw down a few heals and then we should be all good. False Zero, you're a genius, mate. Don't play the game. And then you'll be fine. Genius. Not as good as our current one. Got a roast turkey though. That's good. Castle turkey is always best turkey. Or so they say. Right, let's sort these mugs out. Huh! Because we've come in on the opposite way, it's completely broken the cutscene. A Belmont? More like a bell end, am I right? Whoopsie doodles. I got too greedy, didn't I? Got too greedy. So I'll do that check. Shouldn't have done that check. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna have to wrap up soon. It is almost 10:30. Oh god, this has put us back so far. Well, I say so far, it's put us back at an amount. Not a tremendous amount, but it's put us back an amount. So on Sunday, we have got a wonderful race between myself and Garlips. It's part of Struggle R, which is part of the Wheel of Struggle. Basically a book club for games. For more information on the Wheel of Struggle, please visit www.wheelofstruggle.com. Wizard hat. Dagger. Heart up. Old Bean dagger. Swift upper diagonal attack. A velvet hat. Lowers our intelligence ever so slightly. I suppose it is a silly hat. Not really giving me much information there, is it? We've got 2 sellable rings. Bumble. There we go. Thank you, sword. Thank you for finally doing something. It's funny how some of these sound a bit Welsh. Oh. There we go. Avoid his desperation attack. Great callback. Many of the old bosses in Castlevania used to have desperation attacks. Like, you've won, but I'm going to take you down with me. Right, cool. That's the other warp room unlocked. Let's go the right way, shall we? Actually, is this a good idea considering my health? Yeah, we'll be alright. Famous last words. They will not be my last words in this instance. I've just got to do some sliddy sliding around. Ooh. There we go, beautiful. Let's get a saving, get a restoring. There is actually mods that end up stopping the save rooms from restoring your health and MP. Like, there's a harder mod for Castlevania Symphony of the Night. There's a lot of really awesome mods that exist out there. I've heard the PSP version is even more hackable because of the way that the UMD format's stored. But there must be a way to inject more stuff into this game. Like, there must be areas where the data is read and you can end up sneaking some bits and pieces in. Wait a minute, I didn't even check which room this area this warps us to. Not the area we really want, is it? not really the area we want. We want to go back to where we were, now that we've had a save. Got health restored. The dudes with the daggers aren't going to scare us anymore. They are going to scare us. They're absolutely going to scare us.
I'm so afraid right now. Very afraid.
You know what? I think we'll just skip these dudes. My mighty fart should be enough to get past them. He was chasing me down, wasn't he? He wanted to tell me about my car's finance. You shave men's souls. Right. Near a save room. Right, so now I know that with the leap stone you can get up into the clock tower. Well, the towers that are directly above the large clock in the middle of the castle. Shaft's shaft hole. There we go. Oh, the stone mask. Now, the funny thing about the stone mask in this is the stone mask is actually based off of JoJo's. But it's not going to be the stone mask there. But the stone mask that is in this is actually the mask from JoJo's. Part 1 and Part 2. It's the one where everyone's favourite baby boy, Dio. Spaghetti? We got a plate of spaghetti before a boss? Oh, amazing. Can I eat my spaghetti before we fight? A spaghetti carbonara, even better. Love a spaghetti carbonara. Oh, I haven't had spaghetti carbonara in ages. I'm well hungry for spaghetti carbonara now. I wish I hadn't mentioned spaghetti carbonara. See, this is the way the cutscene should play out.
Crush this flea who invades my castle.
I wish I got spaghetti before I met with my boss. Oh. Was it not a good meeting where you ended up where you didn't get spaghetti after the meeting? Well, that's not going to make me survive much longer, is it? Let's eat a turkey as well. That restored nothing.
I'm certain that was a Belmont. So he says he's the lord of this castle.
To me, he seems like a whiny little emo. I think I will get on with him. Oh yeah, I haven't got the shield equipped. There we go. And there we go. Oh. Whoa! Welcome on in, Decky. My goodness, welcome on in. Thank you so much for popping on in. I'm actually wrapping up at some point soon. Welcome on in, Markman59. Mr. Matthew Internetthew. Thank you. We're playing some Castlevania Symphony of the Night Randomiser in preparation for Sunday's race. Straight into a minute-long ad. Oh, dagnammit. I'm sorry, guys. Just like in general. Oh, and welcome on in as well, Kythius. You are also here. It's lovely to see you. As always. I did some commentary with the lovely Kythius this weekend. It was a wonderful time. Wonderful. We were commentating on the Ocarina of Time randomizer between Kylorian and Garlips. It was lovely time. And this Sunday, lovely time again. It's going to be a lovely time. We're going to be doing a randomizer race on Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's going to be a lovely time. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be good. He's going to trounce me. But it's going to be a wonderful time. Lovely time.
Welcome back.
So, in general, like, you walk up to the secretary, can I speak to the big boss, man? Please, of course, just please take a seat. Here is your spaghetti. I understand this way of wanting to do business. Spaghetti on a paper plate. Wonderful. Welcome back, Decky. Thank you so much for entrusting your wonderful community with me this evening for a little bit, not too much longer. I've got to hop off at some point soon, but I've got one question to ask of you, Decky. One question.
How did the randomizer go?
Hopefully it went well. The doors and items randomizer, so everything is all mixed up. It was awful. Awful, you say? I'm looking forward to seeing this awfulness. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic time. An absolutely wonderful time.
The best of times.
So many restarts. I've heard that it's not like you need to have your movement tech down to a perfected art in the door rando. I've seen a couple of runs of it, a couple of other people running it, and it is a massive test for like how you sort of make your way around certain zombies, how you duke them. Like things to look out for. There's a lot of technicalities and a lot of really awesome tech to learn for the door rando. Like, it's far more involved. But yeah, Garlips was talking earlier. He was in here saying that they're going to hopefully have everything sorted out. Oh, and crashes. Beautiful. So it also has crashes as well on top. Well, you can't spell techie without decky, can you? If you add a D. Oh, once it was patched. Oh, I see, you have to do a little cheeky extra patch to, I imagine, expand the RAM availability for Resident Evil. Ever wonder if the shield rod room in Castlevania has a secret trick to breeze through those enemies? Or is it all about sausage skill and strategy? Sausagetron, that was someone else, mate. That was, Nate the Great 7979. I want to make sure I got the numbers right. But yeah, they were talking about the shield room. Enemy patch. Ah. Oh, I have mad sausage skills. I can roll, bounce and sizzle like no other sausage out there. Just call me the Sausage Master Chafe. Wow, welcome on in as well, Quantum P1. And thank you so much for entrusting your community with me this evening. 26, my goodness. All the raids. I'm delighted to end up seeing so many madcap raids. You can tell that a lot of UK streamers are winding down for the evening. But wonderful. Welcome on in, Quantum P1. What were you playing? Howdy. And you're here a second time, Markman. My goodness, you can't escape. You poor sod. You've been dragged in here. As Jethro Tull once said, you poor old sod. You see, it's only me. Me hee 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 hee. Oh, you're still on that ZLD2 trip. How's it going? Hopefully it's going most excellently.
I'm really hopeful that it's going well for you right now, okay?
We're just getting ready for the race on Sunday between myself and Garlips on Castlevania Symphony of the Night Randomiser. You're getting more into it. Wonderful. It's a weird red-headed stepchild of the Zelda family, from what I understand, where it's more side-scrolling action and platforming and weirdness. And the speedrun I've seen of it is ridiculous, where they end up pinging across the fucking map. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. So we're going to play a little bit more of a Simp Oni of the Night Castlevania. It's different, but it is good. I didn't think it would be. I've heard a lot of bad things about it. It's like usually ranked one of the lower Zelda titles. Like you've got, you know, your Majora's Masks, you know, your Twilight Princesses, your Skyward Swords, your Breath of the Wilds, and right near the bottom you've got the Philips CDI ones, and then Zelda 2, or it's what I've heard a lot of people have said. Points haven't changed, so bet in play. If you haven't seen Quantum P1 streams, by the way, he does something that I really, really love. He does a whole like bet in play option. And he does it so well with the little virtual bookies. I love it. Love the presentation. Tater Believers won the second half but lost the first. Love a bet. Don't forget to get right onto bet 24117842069. Bet in play. Bet in play. Right, we're not going to be on bet 24117422069 for all your betting needs. Get in on it. Yeah. Oh, look at that. What service? The elevator is coming right down to us. Isn't that marvellous? Oh, big boy with your big bone. Watch out. That did some damage. Right, so we've opened up most of this area now. This is wonderful. That was utterly pointless. It's a life up max. Mate, your big bone really does hurt. It does 30 damage to me. Gotta watch out for those big bones. Another life up. I want to play this round so bad. Speak to Garlips. I mean, you're commentating, but you can speak to him and say, like, can we make this a three-way? And he might turn around and go, oh my god, Mark, man, I've always wanted you to ask me about a three-way. It's, like, honestly, it's a really, really fun game. Like, obviously play the vanilla version if you've never played it before, but it is genuinely really good. Like, the game still holds up really well. The visual effects are, you know, they look dated, but everything works for the context of the game. The pixel art style, like, it's trying to show. A lot of this game is trying to show why this couldn't have been made on the SNES. Like, they wanted to justify the fact that this game was on the PlayStation rather than on the SNES. Transfer screens. No, you're not. No, it's not descending for me. Great, which means I've got to take on the 30 damage boner. Yeah. That was the PlayStation had this really awkward thing where it was like, okay, we still want to appeal to people who want to make 2D games, because of course people are going to want to make 2D games, but most consumers will want to end up having the new for fuck's sake, the new 3D experience. So it was up to 2D makers to basically go like, okay, this is why we have it as a 2D game on this 3D platform. Oh, dagnammit, I completely stuffed that up. No, he's not lurking in chat anymore. He actually nodded off. Well, he said he was bobbing off much earlier. for family movie night. So he's probably not quite here at the moment. But yeah, pop him a message, because I'm sure he would probably end up going like, oh, it's a bit late now, but oh, I'll see what I can do, whilst also secretly being a little bit excited about having another person in. Your gameplay put the fear in him and wants more practice. Ah, don't think that was the case. This has been a shocker. Like that room was a shocker. Pro shots, bloody hell. When is the race? The race is on Sunday, my friend, at 8 o'clock BST, which is the best summertime. Or breast summertime. But it's going to be an amazing race. There's going to be some wonderful commentators on it. And it's going to be a 3-man team of Taser, ERB, and Markman. What a trilogy that will be, I believe, if I'm remembering right. Now I'm second guessing myself. Oh God, what? No, but yeah, it's going to be a tremendous race. Everyone's looking forward to it, or at least contemplating watching it. You know, popping in and saying hello. You know, that's what they're contemplating. But yeah, it's going to be a really good race. I'm really looking forward to it. There we go. Have haunting music as we do our outro, because I should probably say goodnight, because I do need to get some sleep or something along those lines. I don't know. One of the things. Sleep is an option, I've heard. But yeah, just want to say a massive thank you to, well, Decky for the raid, Adrian from the raid, Quantum P1 for the raid, the new followers we've had tonight, Nate the Great 7979 and Hector Place. Massive thank you for the follows. Along with that, a massive thank you to Adrian's Revenge for the tier 1 subscription. Absolute hero. Yeah, it's absolutely tremendous. Thank you so much for this evening. We will be doing another stream a little bit later on this week, because from what's just happened here today, in that little box down there, that little box there, yeah, it shows that I definitely need to get more practice, because I need to remember what opens up based on what relics, because it took me far too long to realise that the clock room, if you got the leap stone, you can check like one of the sides. If you've got the leap stone and a clock, you can check both sides. So I've got to do that at some point. I need to sort it out, don't I? So I will get that sorted out. Other messages. Watch Low Reds. We've got a new episode hopefully coming out soon. I was hoping it would be out this Sunday, well, previous Sunday. That didn't work out, did it? So we're going to have a new episode of Low Res coming out. If you haven't watched Low Res already, I would seriously recommend it. It's Low Res Show on YouTube. Because we're so underground and not many people watch us, you don't have adverts on it. Isn't that great? YouTube doesn't care enough to put adverts on us, so you don't get ads, mostly. Like, I've never had an advert on Low Res. So, go and watch it. It's great. It's a combination of British panel shows and video games. If you enjoy that sort of thing, I'd really recommend it. It's a throwback with a modern feel, as those marketing blurbs would say. But either way, massive thank you to watching live. If you're watching on the VOD, massive thank you to you as well. If you're watching on the YouTube VOD, well then, hello from the past. And I will catch you again at some point in the near future. I'm going to end up setting up a raid now. So let's see who is available to raid. Pass the love. could throw over to Astrid, I think. Sort by for you. Ooh. So they've changed the raid system so much. I've not seen this new raid system. Ooh. This is cheeky. Feel free to join me as we end up switching on over to Astrid. I'm going to be bobbing off pretty soon, I think, afterwards, because I do need to get ready for work tomorrow. But for the time being, I want to say a massive thank you, everybody. And I will see you again at some point in the very near future. And yeah, for now, thank you all. And yeah. I will see you in the very near future. Bye
for now.